Du glero wilde jesseklap. Du wilde glero wilde jesseklap. Du wilde glero wilde zijn alle mensen zien. Du wilde glero wilde jesseklap. Hi, god aften. Jeg hedder Chris. Kan du forstå? Undskyld. Jeg snakker ikke dansk. Hey everyone, this is Yakety the Free here, playing in the Hell Hades 2025 90-day challenge. Just practicing a little of the Danish that I know with a happy end, you know it, because I autoed Spider 14 for the first time. And a quick tip for our quick bit of info about Denmark and Canada. They're actually in a war since 1973 over this little speck of island in the Arctic Ocean called Hans Island. And the war is Denmark shows up, they remove the Canadian flag, and they leave a bottle of schnapps. And they take the leftover bottle of maple syrup from the Canadians. So when the Canadians come back, they put their flag down and they take the bottle of schnapps and they put down another bottle of maple syrup. It's not really a strategic or of any importance. It's just the principle of it. So Denmark and Canada, they're at war, but it's not really a war. And the reason that I say that is because I was at war trying to figure out this auto, and I had to use Wukong to tank. And when we come into the overall real quick, Yakety the Free is still pretty good positioning in third overall. And there's not many people, to my knowledge, in this free to play that have done stage 14 on Spider as of yet. So let's take a look up at the top here. We'll put it into the overall, I don't know what you call this screen here, but you can see where everybody's been, okay, and who's doing what on this leaderboard. So if we come down to, oh, Kamira's in now. Oh, that's cool. But on the spider den, you'll see here, it's pretty ugly, but I got it done. I don't have a turn meter control hero that's going to be as effective as my Armiger. So if I try Armiger, he's just dead. It doesn't work. Okay. Anyways, just in case you couldn't see that, Yakety the Free, stage 14, up on the leaderboard there. So the reason that I'm excited that I've cleared that is it's the mission that's gating me from continuing on to at least this arena mission. But if I can get it done today, you'll see there's a whole chunk of energy available. Okay. So I have one, stage 14 on auto. That was my first try. I had to re-gear a couple people. So to get this affinity bonus to 7, you require 700 gold medals. I'm hungry. They had to show ham, eh? Jag förstår Riga. Or is it Jag Sultan? Jag Sultan. I'm hungry. But anyways, 700 medals is needed. So I'm getting 4 per win. I need 500 and change. So I'm about 130 arena wins away from getting that accomplished. And why I'm happy if I could have done that, okay? The next stuff is free diamonds for, in my opinion, and then easy shards, okay? Because Arcane Keep is always open, and then I'll mix Arcane 10 of the potions, and then Spirit. So it's Spirit today on the rotation, but there's no way I'm going to get 130 wins in the arena today. So I have about 5 more days, I think, after the cycle, and the Void Keep opens. So I'm hoping that in 5 days I have this done, because then I'll just pound through all of these, no problem. They're all on auto, stage 14s. They're all on auto. It's nothing, okay? And I can do 15 million on Brutal Clan Boss. Then I'm stuck again for stage 8, which is fine. Or sorry, an 8th, upgrade in 8th. So let's go into the market real quick here, see if I got anything worthwhile. Nothing I want to buy. Now, I want to talk about CvC. And I don't know how your guys' clans do in CvC or whatnot. You can see this wasn't too far off. However, the problem being is it's my free-to-play account, almost 170,000 points, and I tried to beat these guys, and then this Psycho mode or whatever their name is, Sicko mode, they're Psycho, I don't know, but they showed up all of a sudden the last minute with 80k and they crushed us. So I am finished staying in an inactive clan. I've been in the same clan for what days? The login? For 20 days. This entire competition, I've been in a clan that isn't active. So once we get our Chimera rewards tomorrow, I'm gone. I can't one chest receive from the clan bosses anymore, as I'll show you right here. When we come into the clan boss, I did a key today on brutal with I was messing around, but I can get 15 to 17 million. It's two key, no problem. Hard is one key, no question about it. But as you're looking, like nobody's attacking these bosses. So it's time to go. If I'm going to do anything about maintaining a top 10 position by the end of this in the leaderboard, I need those clan bosses and their rewards doubled. And the only reason that Chimera is killed is because my main account, I just bring it in, set it to auto, and off we go. And I'm one key. And then on normal here, I did a 4 million. So that's the adept chest. So if I can get two of those adept chests from normal every week, that's going to help. I have not done anything in Hydra as of yet. I'm having a difficulty. I need Master Butcher to make them get a bit better. So let's look in the arena. So I've done some live arena. And I've done some today, and it's very aggravating how long it takes and the matchmaking and the bots that they send after you. It's really difficult to fight them. They have like an Ignatius that shows up in Stone Skin with a Necrit and a Soul Drinker and a Scylla of the Drakes and a Candrafin. And they always pick the exact same. You know it's the bot, and my team isn't strong enough to deal with it as of yet. However, if I get 5 more wins, I can get my first area bonus. We go into the classic arena and we do a refresh and see who comes up. So He-Man and Morrigan, I can't fight them. And like most of us, I'm not looking to try and take on one of these teams down here. It's not going to happen. All right. But if you're continuing to refresh as often as possible, I play at work, it's always on every 15 minutes or so, refresh, refresh. Okay. And I've never really showed my tag team arena, but I try to get in the 20 battles a day. I try to find a team that I can maybe fight, like this one here. I don't know. Okay. But if we go into the bazaar, I'm unlocking energy shortly. I've got a ton of gold bars saved up. I'm going to be okay there. Arena, I wish it wasn't gating the mission because if this wasn't here, man, you'd just run your way to Arbiter. But fair enough, when they first had these missions, it was only Arbiter. And if you can get her in the arena back when this was available, you're probably in the top 10 if you were the first one with an Arbiter. So let's go into my roster really quick here. Oh, I guess what did drop from the, oh, that's what it was. Anyways, it's not really a good item. I know you can't see it. I apologize. So I changed my Alice a bit, okay? Just to get that done, I put her in an attack chest for the first time. She'd never been in one before. And the Ascension gave accuracy, so I can't complain because she had an accuracy chest before, and she lost a bunch. So she was not landing her smite debuff as often on the clan boss, but she was landing it in Spider. And I gave her gloves that were crit rate. So if we go into her total stats, she's almost crit capped, okay? Her crit damage is a little low, but her attack now is 44 and a half. So that's not bad. Okay. 4.4K attack, accuracy at 120. And I had to do something with Kale so that he's not able to one shot the spiders with the resistance chest I had him in. So I just had to stick him in another chest. He's a little slower, but overall, it's a pretty decent Kale for where we are. Let's take a look at his total stats really quick here. It's really hard to stay in the top 3 with the roster that I have, but the game's giving me the heroes I need so far, and I mean a 4-star blessing obviously helps on kill. So he's almost 3,600 attack with 2K defense. So my kill, he's pretty tough, but he lost a bunch of the resistance off his chest, almost 300 accuracy. He doesn't miss, and I uncrit capped him because it's a 15% extra crit chance on Kale's A2 if you're not familiar. And that's the only one I really need to crit. So Alice is my campaign farmer. I don't need Kale to hit hard except for his A2, especially in the spider's den. So when we log in today for this account, I don't know where you guys are. You can't see it, but today's the day I get the 3-star Alice blessing, which is big news. Let's take a look at what a 3-star Brimstone is going to provide extra. So I'm going to get an extra 600 defense on my Alice, and it's going to double her chance to proc a Brimstone. Obviously, when I get that 4-star, the crit damage is going to be there, and then the 5-star, huge. So if I give Alice 300 more defense, She's going to be sitting at, let's take another quick look here. She's going to be sitting at just a little over 2K defense. She's going to be really tough, and I might be able to start getting into the Nightmare Clan boss. That was about it. I'm going to show at the end, if you want to watch or not, I'm going to let my full auto attempt on Spider 14 run. If not, you want to go, have a good time, because this is going to take a while. But for anybody struggling that has this kind of a lineup in our free-to-play challenge, I'll show you, hopefully, that it's possible. So, I hated this place when I first started the game. I didn't gear up my heroes correctly. And I'm talking like, 6.5 years ago when it first came out. Now that I understand the game, I have a different kind of loathing for this spider boss because I know what's needed to get it done, and I just didn't have it. I didn't want to spend the 3 million silver that I did upgrading items, Alice's gloves and chest, Kale's chest, all the 16, but I got it done. So if I can get this 9 more times, hopefully, with like a 50 to 60% ratio, because I don't know if I'm going to win here. It's very unlikely because I think some of my victory was contingent upon Alice having relentless procs. But the idea now is to stay ahead of the boss. Okay, get rid of the spiderlings, except for maybe 2 that you keep really low for the boss's next turn. When what's the boss's name? Skarvag? I forget. Scar. I forget this boss's name. Scarvalg. But anyways, the spider boss. I don't want them obviously healing for 10 spiders every time she's going to heal because it grants more attack power and she's going to slaughter me. But you'll see why I've chosen Wukong. If you didn't think of it right away, I didn't either. But watch Wukong reses himself. And most of the time, the speeds that I have, Wukong's about half dead and he's going to get a heal from Apothecary. Or Tagore is going to give him a heal. So Wukong tanks all of the Spiderling's attacks. And that's huge, man. Because you can't res every 3 turns with anybody. And Wukong resing after 3 turns on anybody on the map. So it's looking pretty good so far, you think, right? But this is where the problem is right here. The boss is going to have max spiders, and he's going to heal. And if I was able to take care of, that's not bad. If I can get this last one with Alice, so you can manually click the boss or another target on the map while you're in auto. So I could have made Alice try to kill that spiderling, but I'm not going to touch it. And hopefully, if this is successful or not, and you're still here watching this, you're going to see a viable strategy for your account. Because Spider 14, it's a big step. If you can get an auto farm of Spider 14, that's 100%. You can set it overnight and go to sleep. And by the time you wake up, you've done 5 runs or whatever it is, because 8 minutes is a long time. But if it's effective, you only have to do it that one sitting. You get it done, you never go back to it. By the time I get to the stage 15 that it needs for the autos, I think it's 15, and then 17, I should have some kind of a hero that, like, I have an ultimate Gaelic with the HP burn. Stage 14 is basically one of the last stages where you just brute force the AoE and you just try to kill the spiderlings on the way to the boss. Once you start getting into 15 to 17, you need to make some adjustments with that turn meter control on the boss. So again, right here, the boss is probably going to heal the full or close to full. But the hope is that Kale does what he just did. That's massive. That is huge. And you also hope that on here you would see the smite debuff from Alice. With the 3-star blessing, as I said, it's going to double her chance to 30%. Doesn't sound like much, but it's going to help. When you get the 5-star, I think it's a 60% chance. There we go. So that is going to smack the boss for, like, you'll see the bar move about this much from where it is now. I don't think it goes, though, when the boss takes its regular turn and just sprays the venom, okay? But you'll see the difference in my Alice. I've doubled her damage just by adding that attack chest. I've dropped 78 accuracy because she doesn't have an accuracy banner. Which, if I clear this successfully right now, that would be phenomenal if an accuracy banner 5-star drop for Alice. Because she's in an attack banner. Which, yeah, it helps, but I only had the attack banner and nothing else for Sacred Order has fallen. So I tried the Queen of Hearts dungeon as well. And I got a bunch of pinpoint banners, but none of them, like, they're HP based. So see how she procced an extra turn here? So on Alice's next turn, she should be able to have her spin sugar is what I call it, but I forget the name of the ability. Something cyclone. But she's able to one-shot the spiderlings almost every one of them every time. And again, you take a look like Wukong, I don't care. You hit him. Keep hitting him. Hit him with everything. Okay, let's see. Let's see if I can get some kills here. Because the spider's about to hit up pretty big or heal up pretty big here. Come on, Alice. Ooh, good enough for me, man. And you're going to start seeing the more in your own fights too. If you really don't know the nuances of this fight, if you can set up your auto so that there's maybe 5 spiders up and they're all at like half health or not, or a little less, that way when the spider spawns the last batch, you kill 5 and it's only healing for 2 because she keeps getting an attack bonus increase depending on how many spiderlings she consumes to heal. Anyways, Wukong here, without him, I can't figure this out. I tried with my level 50 unbooked Ugo, and the only reason I would really want Ugo here is for the decreased defense, but everything that I'm having the problem with is the spiderlings. So if I get the decreased defense on, Alice one-shots the spiderlings anyways. That's my rationale for this. So let's see here. The last clear was 2 minutes after this one, and I've got the boss to half. She's about to heal up. I don't think Alice has it in the tank. I think Alice has a single target hit here. Yeah. So if Kale gets a turn, is it kills? Is it kills? Come on, Kale. AoE, buddy. Please. A2 for Kale. Yes. That helps, man. That's huge. I know it might not look like much to you if you're still here watching, but I hate this place, man. If I can do this 100%, if this team works, I'll get these 9 runs in. I'll force it before my lunch break at work here, man, because I don't want to be in here anymore. Not with this lineup. So if you have somebody like Bellower, Bellower would fit perfectly in here. You make a level 50 Bellower and you put him in like the clan boss gear that ignores defense, and you have Alice and Kale, like these spiderlings, you're just gonna go dead, dead, dead. Oh man, that's a good one. So you'll see how when Wukong dies, like he comes back up in between all the spiders that have like a full turn meter here. And I don't know how else I could have done this except having Wukong res himself with a full turn meter. Because I think it's 5 turns on my Tagore, who's fully booked. But I hate you. There you go. I hate this spider so much, man. But without something like this in the game, then I don't know. There's a big sense of gratification, personal satisfaction when I finally figured it out because I did 4 runs before the successful one. And that's a lot of energy, man. Like I threw away 60 something energy. That's 8 runs at 12-3 brutal, where I could have almost made 3 of the incubus into 3 stars. So if I'm able to do this here, it's got to be done on this turn. I can't let the boss keep healing, man. And I don't know if you're still here or not, but I want you people that are watching this to see the true meaning of a free to play and perseverance. If I gave up on this spider and just focused on other stuff in the game, I'd still have to come back to it and I'd be dreading it, be in the back of my mind. You also learn a lot about the game when you're unsuccessful. It's not a mistake to not clear Spider 14 with your free to play roster. It's a mistake to try it once and say, I can't do it. I know it's possible. I know the game gives you what you need to do it. It's just difficult to figure it out sometimes. And hopefully this is a clear. Even if it's oh, Alice got a proc. Come on, girl. Come on now. Yes. Some Giant Slayer procs. Come on. The boss is going to heal. Is it AoE for kill? It is AoE for kill. Come on now. Hit that boss. Alice and Wukong need a turn here. The boss got like 40k HP. Get him. Get him, Wukong. Let's go. Yeah. I think this is it. Please. Please. Woo! GG. GG. Ah. So if you stayed that long, I'm very excited. That's not a bad amulet. I don't have any dwarfs. I haven't saved them. But this hasn't failed. Okay? It's 2 for 2. It's 2 for 2, man. It's going to take a long damn time. But there we go. Yakety the Free on day 20, working his way to Arbiter. Thank you very much for your time and your interest. I wish you all the best of luck in your summons and whatever's going on. And like I said, I need a new clan. I'll be getting a new clan tomorrow. Take care, everybody.